Yo, Magic, and I got some really cool news today. So I just looked up on the wiki yesterday. I couldn't record it the day, but today I can now. So looking at the screen right now, it says character profiles on Antinomy has been up. So no, this is not the character profiles I usually do, okay? So what happened is that Twilight Frontier has posted a character profile, a mini bio or whatever, for every single character here. So we have Reimu, Marisa, Ichirin, Byakuren, Futo, Miko, Niri, Koishi, Mamizo, Kokoro, Kaizen, Moku, Shameimaru, Sumiriko, Raisin, and obviously Dormy. So Google Translate is doing its shit, so that's whatever. But it is cool that we now have a character profile for all this. But the important part is that with these character profiles, it also gives us pretty much a good rough idea of who the partners will be. And some of them are kind of surprising to me, as I wasn't expecting that, but I am happy that they did happen nonetheless. So let's go to it. So in the same article, same page here, there is a translation, and so I gotta give courtesy to people who translated this and all that. And thank you for posting this up on the Reddit page. I'm really glad you guys did it. It makes my life a lot easier when it comes to making this shit. So let's go look at the bio, right? The bios. So freewheeling and haphazard shrining, Reimu Hakuri. One's body and mind both switch places. This is what people are calling perfect possession. The red and white shrine of the Hakuri Shrine. She sets out with a certain hermit to investigate the perfect possession incident, but quickly realizes that the incident can't be dealt with via usual means. In battle, she's a balanced fighter armed with Damaku and melee moves of various speeds. So I was kind of predicting at the beginning that it would be like a Reimu Marisa combo, just because, you know, they deal with a lot of incidents and they're usually pretty close friends, so I thought they were going to work together. But as you see right here, a certain hermit. Now obviously Marisa's not a hermit, and we have two hermits currently for Antinomy. We have Miko and we have Kaizen, and it's confirmed Kaizen is going to be in because spoiler alert, I think I said that right. Miko is teaming up with Byakuren, so that's another team that's, you know, down right there. So no Reimu Miko, but Reimu and Kaizen as partners. That's gonna be cool to see. So there you go. Now let's look at Marisa. Since we know that Marisa's not teaming up with Reimu, as I was predicting, let's look at what she's going to be teaming up with. Well, actually, it doesn't really say it too much. High firepower and star-loving magician, Marisa Kirisame. This whole perfect possession thing is a heck of a lot easier than I thought, huh? A black and white magician who does diligent research in the force of magic. After discovering the perfect possession incident, she enjoys the possession battles with the help of her bizarre slave. However, Marisa soon comes to realize that the perfect possession rumor has been spreading all too fast. Her fighting style may be plain, but with her deep devotion to researching firepower and speed, she can run circles around any enemy. So it doesn't straight out say who exactly is Marisa's partner, as simple as it was for Reimu's Wizard Hermit. But back at the Reddit page, there are like mentions of what the possible partner combinations will be. We'll be looking at that after reading this all up, alright? Stubborn and massively Herculean Nudo handler, Ichirin, you know, Kumo or whatever. Lady Hyuji came up with this plan, that is to investigate the perfect possessions in a team of two. A yokai monk from the temple who can control Nudo, she ventures into the possession battle at the beheats of her master, who's investigating the perfect possession incident, but she and her partner seems to have quarreled to no end over which of them has the authority of being the pair's master. She fights with the overwhelming power and reach of her Nudo partner Uzan. As long as you can compensate for her low speed, your opponents will be helpless. Now you'll soon learn who Ichirin's partner is, but let's look at the next one. Superhuman and enlightened Mahakar? Yeah? Whatever. Byakuren Hidri. You were possessed by an evil spirit just now. You have to resist it or you'll die. Well, shit. The head of the Mirin Temple, a Buddhist temple that accepts even yokai. Regarding the incident as dangerous, she sets us to investigate the perfect possession. With the help of her subordinate, she tries to solve the question of just what the possessions really are. But alright. Now right off the bat, it would make sense for Byakuren and Ichirin to join together, because obviously, you know, they're both from the Mirin Temple. They look, Ichirin looks up to Byakuren, right? But if you look at Ichirin's thing, who's quarrel to no end with which of them has authority being the pair's master. If this was Byakuren and Ichirin, Ichirin, I'm pretty sure would have no problem with Byakuren being the master, but since she's having quarrels, that's not with Byakuren. Now let's look at Futo. Kaizen who breaks plates with feng shui. Was it Miko? Oh no, it's Futo. My bad. Monobe no Futo. How incomprehensible. Before I even knew it, I found myself here. An old-fashioned Taoist hermit who can manipulate feng shui. At the behest of her master, who is investigating the perfect possession incident, she searches for the incident's driving principle. Her struggle with her partner over master's authority has reached a temporary truce, but it soon leads to an unexpected result. A speed character who fights with her special attacks, who makes use of the plates she sets up, and her agile maneuverability. So, it appears that Futo and Ichirin are going to be teaming up. So yeah, that's going to be a fun time. Which would explain why they are quarreling, fucking, you know, they're fighting each other with who's the master, given, you know, they're not exactly the best of terms from what I understand. Almighty Taoist who works for the people, you know, Miko. I have nothing against you personally, but allow me to use you as a guinea pig. Yeah, clearly, because I want to be used as one. A renowned figure and Taoist who has brought back to life in the modern day. To seek out the truth of the perfect possession incident, she joins hands with her business rival. Her goal, solving the mystery of the other perfect possession. Her fighting style changes based on her occult special move, which strengthens either her melee or her projectiles. The choice, however, rests in her opponent's hand, grant them whichever terror they desire. So yeah, obviously with business rival, it's meaning Byakuren. So Byakuren Miko, and I already explained that right off the bat anyway. But yeah, there's that. Business mind and miserly Kappa. Nidori Kawashio. Alright, I've got my hands on a real good sample. A river dweller who's devoted to technology and finances. Sensing a business opportunity in the incident, the Kappa enters the possession battles to solve the mystery of perfect possession. Soon, this unexpectedly leads her to the very heart of the incident. Her biggest sell point is the wide variety of projectiles granted by her various weapons, perfect for those who are suffering from chronically sparse demaku, clearly. Satori who intentionally closed her heart. Koichi Komeiji. Oh man, I really wanted to wail on them 2 against 1. A Satori who lost her mind-reading abilities by closing her third eye. With perfect possession, she can possess and take over other people's bodies. Even today, this empty-hearted Satori is out there casually possessing someone. A surprising character who interrupts with moves that differ from their players' inputs. Yeah, no fucking shit. Man, trying to play Koichi is such a weird thing. Her super reflexes surpasses human limitations, but whether they'll blow up in your face is up to the player who uses her. Phantasmagoric and shrewd Bake Tanuki. Mamizo. I'll be the master. It's in both of our best interests. A yokai tanuki general who came from the outside world. Those who master the possession battles will master the incident itself. She aims for the title of the strongest perfect possessor, with a partner whose interest aligns with hers. Her strafe and number fighting style using her yokai tanuki is superb, but if you don't take care of her minions, they'll get knocked out and she'll be left all alone. Expressionless and emotional men Riki Coco. This isn't good. I can't read this person's emotions at all. Men Riki who can manipulate any emotion. Her power to control emotions are linked to the incident in an unexpected way. Having been scattered out for this reason, she devotes herself to fighting in the possession battles. A technical character who can change her fighting style by changing her emotions. Those who master of her emotions will master control of the battle. Now we're going to be looking at Reimu's partner, Taoist-minded and animal-loving hermit, Kaizen. If you want to find out who spread this rumor, our only option is to jump into the thick of things. A meddlesome Taoist hermit who's loved by animals. She quickly responds to the perfect possession incident and teams up with Reimu, but after realizing that the usual approach won't work, she starts the Shrine Maiden on some special training. Yeah, given how that turned out in Wild and Horn Hermit, we'll see how that plays out. Her biggest selling points are her arm's irregular melee moves and her pet's colorful variety of attacks. Self-abandoning and immortal human, Moku. I've lived for ages now, but this is still a first, which is what makes it so fun. A mysterious immortal who lives in the bamboo forest. Even for someone as long-lived as her, the perfect possession battles were fresh and exciting. In order to fully enjoy this opportunity to run wild, she teams up with a partner with whom she has a mutual interest. A close-range fighter who quite literally burns with passion. unleashing an onslaught of reckless, HP sacrificing attacks. Yeah, that's an understatement. Fairy Tail-esque and bull riding Ichling, a Shameimaru. Do you think you've already won? Today, I've made the strongest helper around into my slave. A member of the Ichling race who wields the miracle mallet. In order to dominate the possession battles, she ventures around in search of the strongest partner. In the end, the partner who she chose was someone absolutely outrageous. A speed character who scurries about with her small form and fast movement. Her melee moves that use her bow and needle are truly formidable. Mystic and troublesome female student, Sumiriko. Whoa, you sure are acting weird, Reimu. I'd like to go to Cornell today if you don't mind. Obviously referencing, she goes to Cornell quite often in the Curiosity series. A modern high school girl with psychic powers. She has the ability to visit Gitsokyo in her dreams, but the Gitsokyo she saw today was utterly different from usual. A zoning character who fights with her ESP, able to catch opponents anywhere without moving. Bury your opponents in mountains of rubbles that rain down from all sides. Now we got Lunar Mind Rabbit on a different wavelength. Raisin. Tonight's moon is emanating an even more light of insanity. An ex-moon rabbit who can manipulate insanity. Tonight, Raisin is hardly herself. Anyone at Gitsokyo would be shocked to see her now. Raisin's most unique trait is her insanity manipulating urban legend, the Kuni Kuni. When opponents see the Kuni Kuni and descend to madness, that's her big chance. And now the newest motherfucker into the series, Yokai who bestows dreams, Dormy Sweet. My name is Dormy Sweet. I am the ruler of the dreams. A yokai who rules over the world of dreams. She normally stays cooped up in the dream world, but she's recently been seen in Gitsokyo. Just what does this mean in the end? Her special trait is her ability to pluck dream souls out of opponents with her attacks. The more she steals, the more powerful her urban legend becomes. So, as you can tell, these are the characters we have right now, and the profiles for all of them, which I'm really happy to get because it confirms some character combos like Reimu and Kaizen, Miko and Miyakura, Ichirin and Futo. But there's still some more that kind of leaves interpreted, you have to guess. So on the Reddit page, some people have, I think someone speculated on what the possible pairings are. And while it's not 100% confirmed for these one, I think it's still a good chance of what it is. But this is still, obviously the game's not out yet, so we should be looking at what they say, right? So, possible pairings already, Reimu and Kaizen, that was confirmed. Ichirin and Futo, again, because of the quarreling. Byakuya and Miko because of the business rival, which makes sense. Now, Dormy and Sumiriko. Now, that's again, this is possible. That's an interesting one, huh? I mean, it wouldn't be out. It actually is out of there, so I can't really say, but that's one of them. Koichi and Raisin. Now, this one, again, it does seem out of place. I'm not denying that, but it is more possible because if you look at Raisin's profile, let me find it. It says that she's hardly herself, so that is a possibility of why Raisin is teaming up with Koichi. Now, if that is the case, obviously we're still speculating. That would be interesting because I was expecting maybe Raisin and Moku, given that the residents of the bamboo forest. Now, obviously, Moku isn't a big fan of Kaguya, but I highly doubt that's going to be extended to Raisin. Who knows? Maybe dialogues from Urban Legend with the PS4 version might give hinted to the relationship because if you know, when you battle with characters, they have their own dialogue, and I haven't seen that yet, or whatnot. So yeah, that's a possibility. But yeah, so that's a possibility of Koichi and Raisin. Mamizo Kokoro, which isn't really that far off because in Hopeless Masquerade, Mamizo does try to help Kokoro as best as she can with guiding her in terms of, like, finding how to be her own person with her emotions and all that. So that's fair enough. Marisa and Nidori. Now obviously this one, again, not the weirdest one because they did partner up in Subterranean, and it would make sense because if they partner up once, it wouldn't be strange to partner up again. So it's a pretty strong possibility. And plus, the biggest one was Reimu and Kaizen. I mean, Reimu as her partner, but Reimu's taken up with Kaizen, so Marisa with Nidori is not the strangest one. It's probably the most sense out of the rest of them. Now, Shameimaru and Moku. Now, I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I didn't know. I wasn't expecting that. Supposedly. Now, if you look at what Shameimaru said, teaming up with the, let me find it again. She says she ventures around in search of the strongest partner. In the end, her partner she chose was someone absolutely outrageous. Now, if she's looking for the strongest partner and someone absolutely outrageous, Moku would be your best bet because assumingly, you know, in the normal terms, being immortal will give you the ability to keep fighting on, depending on when you want to stop, obviously. So, it's not out there for Moku to join with Shameimaru if that's what Shameimaru is looking for. So, and again, she made the strongest helper around into her slave. And in particular, count that immortality is very powerful in terms of gameplay, supposedly, then Moku would be a good bet in terms of that. The best bet would be like Reimu because she always solves shit, but you know, that's kind of up to Kaizen now. Alright, so aside from that, this is pretty cool to see now. I'm glad to see we have a profile and we now have pretty much confirmation on some of the teams that we're gonna have. And now some of them are still up to debate, just because while it seems appropriate they would join together, we still need to play the game in order to confirm which combos are. But the ones that are like pretty much confirmed: Reimu Kaizen, Ichirin and Futo, Byakuren and Miko. As far as I could think of right now, those are the most easiest to confirm. And the rest, they're still, you can still, you know, from this list alone, I think it's pretty good. But yeah, but there are some stuff about the game itself. The game will come out incomplete, but they will release a free day one patch with the missing content and all that. So if I download this, that's gonna be hard to say what's gonna affect it for me, but hopefully it should still be good on my end. So yeah, profiles up. I am pretty happy to see about this, and hopefully you guys are excited for this new thing because holy shit, this is gonna be fun. Again, my expectations were blown out of the water because I was expecting pretty common stuff like Reimu, Marisa, Byakuren, and Ichirin, Futo, and Miko, kind of like that. But nope, my expectations were blown out of the water, so I'm really happy about that. It really threw me, not the strange curveball, but yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. Now, aside from all we're talking about this, I'm just gonna throw in my 2 cents and saying, after this game comes out, for fan wise, this is gonna create some new shit, man. The amount of pairings, yeah, for character profiles. If I ever visit some of these characters, because I'm not doing character profiles for any of these characters right now, obviously, because they're gonna show up pretty soon, so it's gonna be a waste of time. But when I get to these these fighter characters, oh boy, are they gonna have some new pairings, all right? But yeah, this is gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a fun time. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little update. I think it's a pretty big update in my opinion, in terms of like who we know are partners and all that, and the profiles as well. And Dormy, Smug Dormy is coming at full force right now, that's for sure. I'm pretty excited to test her out the most because, and Raisin too. Raisin, we did test her out back in the demo, but you know what I mean. Like, I really want to play Dormy the most because she's the newest one, and it's nice to see that a legacy character has been added into it. Now, it is strange. Now, let's see. If Dormy pairs up with Sumiriko, supposedly, if that's what happens, it's gonna be really strange how that came up to be, because Sumiriko was obviously in urban, and actually, now that I think about it, it seems more doable because remember, she does visit Ginsoku in her dreams. So if Dormy picks this up, maybe she had a conversation. I'm trying to think, how would they have conversed? Because Dormy was never really in Ginsoku beforehand. So I was trying to figure out how that would work, but I remember her Sumiriko visiting Ginsoku is practically all about dreaming. So Dormy joining up with Sumiriko, that actually does sound a lot more reasonable. So yeah, and remember, these are the 8 characters. These are the supposed. If the story mode plays out as we're thinking, one story mode for each comp team, so that'll be about 8 story modes by default, and then we'll have to see the other characters, because I believe we have 4 or 5. I think 4 more characters. Dormy, there was supposed to be originally 5 new characters. Dormy was the first new character, I believe, that was announced, and if we have, as mentioned, we have the other. We technically have 2 veteran characters joining in then, because we have to have 2 for the new antagonist. So, and because the new artwork for the new game, Antinomy, did show at least 2 silhouettes. And then after that, going down from that, we will have 2 old veterans left. Now, it has been confirmed that none of the Hiso Tensoko characters Hiso Tensoko characters are coming back into it, aside from Rainbow and Marisa. So that leaves 2 more characters from any game, really. It won't be hidden, because hidden, in terms of chronologically, it's 16, and this is 15.5. So we're not going to get any character from that, because if we did for some reason, they would have been at least like referenced in the sense that, you know, all 4 girls, Rainbow, Marisa, Chiu, and Naya, would have at least remembered, or at least Rainbow and Marisa would have at least remembered that character from Hidden. But since that is not the case, no hidden characters. Now obviously that leaves up to Legacy and all that, Legacy and down, because most of the Hiso Tensoko characters were from EOSD to around Mountain of Faith, I believe. No, to Subterranean as well. So around to Subterranean? Yeah, Subterranean, and then UFO and up are like Urban Legend and all that. So yeah, so I'm thinking most of the characters are going to be from the new, the newer era, but I could be wrong. Obviously, the 2 new characters left. So we're gonna see how that plays out. Yeah, I'm just like super pumped, man, knowing the possible combos for the game. 8 routes, 2 more routes included, because we have to have the 4 characters as well. 10, that's gonna be fun, especially for playing. Just for in general, it's gonna be a really cool idea. And then when I get a mention, man, and when it comes to the fandom, man, people are gonna go ape shit with this. I was expecting read a lot of Dojin works with this, because Rain was getting a new pairing. Byaku and Miko are pretty much the same, really. Dormy Sumarika, that's gonna be insane. Koichi and Raisin, oh shit, don't get me started with that one. Marisa and Kokoro, they were already buddy, kind of in a sense, beforehand, so that's something really new. Marisa and Nidori, that's really gonna push the Marisa and Nidori pairing up the ass, depending on how this plays out, obviously. And Shameimaru and Moku, I don't think I've seen much fan art or doujin works related to the 2 together. So again, that's gonna be a new one as well. But yo, man, the Koichi Kaizen's gonna be insane, man. That's gonna be the crazy one. And Dormy Sumarika, depending how the authors and all that play out. But yeah, really excited for the game, and then the fan art stuff that's gonna happen from this is just super exciting to see. But yeah, like always, this is Magi. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.